In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how the Divi library works. This feature alone is what pushed me over the edge to change to the Divi theme as my go-to theme. There are other themes that have a similar feature, but the Divi library, as well as other features in Divi, is what caused me to go to Divi, and it makes life super simple compared to other themes out there. And I'm going to show you how the library works right now. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. It's Bjorn from WPLearningLab, where we help you get better at WordPress so you can earn more for yourself, for your customers, and for your business. If you haven't done so yet and you like WordPress tutorials and tips and tricks, click the subscribe button, then click the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything. And with that out of the way, if you like deals, check out the half off hosting deal I negotiated for you with InMotion Hosting. Nearly every plan is half off, some are less, but every plan has a discount that you could use for yourself or for your clients or whatever. Feel free to go check that out in the link down below or the card that popped up. And with that out of the way, let's head to this tutorial. To find the Divi Builder library or Divi library, go to the Divi menu option on the left-hand menu, then click on Divi Library. And you'll see all the elements and layouts that are inside of the library. Currently, we don't have any. We can create them manually when we create a page. We can also import and export them. If I click on Import and Export, exporting is really easy. You just pick a name for it. You select the ones, so you'd have a list here. You select the ones you want to export, and then you would export those ones by clicking this checkbox, or you export everything by leaving that unchecked. You can import them by choosing the file here and then click on Import. To find them, just Google Divi templates, and then on the Elegant Themes website, they have these templates that are for free that you can download and import. But I'm going to show you how to create them manually right now. So if we go to Pages and then Add New, I'm going to open that in a new tab. I'm just going to call this Library Testing, Save Draft, click on Use the Divi Builder, and now we have the option, or a couple options that we see here, where there's Save to Library and Load from Library. This is for the overall layout, so if you have an entire page built in here, you can save that page to the library by just clicking here. Let's call this Entire Layout, even though there's nothing there. Now that's saved to the library. If we come back to our layouts here, refresh this page, we're going to now have that new entry that's called Entire Page or Entire Layout. And then if we wanted to create a new page based on that layout, all we have to do is click on Load from Library. There's a predefined layouts tab, which are ones that come built in with the theme. And there's Add from Library, which is your own. You just click on Load. You have to make sure you read this here though, because whatever you load will replace what's on the page if this box is checked. So if you're importing an entire layout, that's okay. But if you're just importing one row or one element, you don't want to have this checked because then everything else will be gone. But this is how you would import layouts from the library. And then each individual element, if we create a full width element, and let's just make it a text element, and let's call it, or let's write in here, this is text, give it a name it the same thing. Click on Save. Now we have our element here. If we open that again, actually, we can see that we can save this individual this is text element to the library by clicking on this button right here. We give it a name, called the this is text element. We can include the settings if we want to. I usually leave these all checked. This is the magic button right here that we're going to cover in just a minute. You can add categories. If you have a lot of elements you're saving, you might want to categorize them into whatever makes sense for you. Maybe it's type of website, maybe it's type of element, whatever it is. If you have a lot, you want to make categories. Then you can save them to the library. And again, those appear over here in the library, which we can then very easily load. There's the text element. And it gives us the type. The type for the first one is the layout, meaning it's the whole page. This one is just a module. You can also save the rows. So this is the row right here. That hamburger icon opens the row module. You can save that to library. So let's call this is text row. Let's not make it global, keep the category unchecked, save that. We can save the entire section module as well. By clicking on Save and Add to Library. Let's call this is text section. Add to library. Let's refresh those ones out here. You're kind of getting the idea. You can save anything you want to the library. Individual elements, entire rows, individual sections or entire sections, and it has their layout type in this column here so you can identify what they actually are. Layout's the full page. Module is just one module, like text or image or code. A row is just a row that can be, there can be multiple rows inside of one section. And then a section is a main area that they can't be nested. The section, you can add more sections like we did here, and they happen sequentially. You cannot nest sections. Now, one of the most impressive features I like in Divi, one of the reasons I switched to Divi, is the global module. So let's just add, I don't know, let's add a button. Let's make the button go nowhere. Button text is my button. Click on save. Now we have a button here. Let's go back in here actually. Click on save and add to library. Call this my button. Then choose make this item global. Save and add to library. This module will now turn green. That green indicates it's a global module. We come back to our layouts. We even have a global layout column here, which will tell us whether it's global or not. My button is global. And what that means is you can add this layout or that module or whatever it is. You can set sections, rows, modules, layouts all to global. Wherever you put them on your site, if you update them in one spot, they're going to be instantly updated in all the other spots as well. When they're not global, you can import the layout and then you can tweak it and customize it, and just that one individual layout you're tweaking or module or row you're tweaking is changed. For global, they're all changed for all instances. And you can even have them on thousands of pages on your site and then come into layouts. I click on edit and you can edit the content right inside of layouts. You don't have to go and find it on a page. There's a Divi builder in here. Click on the hamburger icon to edit it. And let's call this, let's go to google.com. Save and exit, update it. And now instead of having a pound, we click on this hamburger icon right here. Even without saving the draft, it now has google.com. Now if we add in HTTPS, for example, click on save and exit. Now if we go back to our layout here, might have to refresh. I'm not sure, let's see. Yeah, probably have to refresh. Refresh this page. Now it's gonna have the HTTPS at the beginning, before the URL. So that means, and the reason I love this global module is if you update it anywhere on your site, inside of layouts or inside of any page where the global element exists, it updates all the elements everywhere, which is fantastic. It's one of the main reasons I switched to the Divi theme, and that's basically covering everything you do with the Divi library. It's very powerful. One of the best use cases I know of is you could have, if you're a designer or a developer or a website builder for clients, you have your own secret site where, or maybe it's your main website, where you have all these layouts saved. Over the years, you have hundreds of layouts and modules that you custom developed. Then you have them in here. You can export them from your site, import them to a client site, tweak them as needed, and build their sites just so much faster. And as you know, time is money. The faster you can deliver a high quality product, the happier your life will be. So that's how easy it is. I hope this video helps you. If you haven't done so yet, hit subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss anything. Check out the half off for hosting deal in the description down below, and possibly in the card that popped up if I had any remaining cards. And next up is clicking one of these videos that popped up on the right hand side so you can get even better at WordPress. Until next time, keep crushing it, and I will see you in the next video.